last time we sadly died to Kali, to the last boss of this dungeon, the volcano. Since then, I actually grinded to level. Simply because I don't really want this to go on forever. And maybe have the chance that we die to Kali again and they have to trace back everything. I just grinded to level. So we are looking very, very nice. We're completely decked out. And we can kind of finally go into the volcano again to slay this Jinn-like creature, I guess. So let's see. Hey, Business Vulture. Oh, how I missed this lava effect. This is like the best worst starting fight. Let's not even deal with this. Your video is buffering. I don't know why. It's not on my end. We cleared this this part of the volcano. We cleared it of treasure. Already I've gotten everything from there. So we don't even need to contend with this whole floor. As well as this. I don't think there's anything on here. It's only been a week and I already don't remember where to go. 2 fire elementals? Actually, I don't think fire elementals are so bad. Could do ice too. Hey there, Coma. How you doing? Download is at 4% ratio. That's super sucky. Also, I really wanted to get a new weapon for Semi. But as long as she's a thief, there is no better weapon for her. Which sucks. The weapon choices for thieves are so limited. It's even buffery with 160p twitch. Oh. I know that feeling. That's what it was like for me at my old place. That really sucks. You can't really overstate the importance of good internet connection. I still feel like that's something that is so underdeveloped in Germany. She needs to thieve better equipment. Yeah, she does. I don't recall how difficult bulls are, but I don't think they're so bad. Looks like snow on TV is so pixelated when the stream isn't buffering. Oh my god. Hey, Dugobeard. Yeah, basically every Thursday until we beat it. It's Final Fantasy Day. Even though today is the like Sony event, the PlayStation 5 event. Which I'm I mean, I'm not watching it, obviously, because I'm streaming. But I'm really, really looking forward to what they're going to announce. I hope they say something about From Software games. There have been some rumors about maybe a Bloodborne PC port, which I didn't even dare to hope for. But it actually could happen. And I would love to have a Bloodborne PC port. Okay, let's see. This time we will definitely beat Carly. I can't let her get away with killing me so easily last time. Yeah, the characters take different amounts of damage. The patent cartridge so dead. For a Vita slot, that would actually be cool. While I am a huge Nintendo fanboy, and I stand by that, and I love my 3DS, I really liked the PlayStation Portable and the PS Vita. And I think it's a shame that they kind of dropped out of the portable market without much of a pizzazz. Maybe they get back in. That would be kind of nice. I'd actually be more inclined to buy like a PS Vita 2 than a PlayStation 5, at least at the moment. Pumping through all my heal potions. Alright, it's soft. So this is where there are still treasures. And I don't really recall which ones were worth it and which ones weren't. I think the one at the top left weren't worth it. Has anyone ever dropped things out of existence? Well, no, but pretty much as by dropping them under a fridge or something that I wasn't going to move. Oh, nice. Headshot is getting so insanely powerful. And he's getting way more HP than I thought. Like, he's the same level as Sammy, but he has almost 50 HP more. Ah, right. Oh, it's just a worm. The worms aren't so bad. I would be boned if I lost my pairs of sunglasses. Let's do a normal heal, why not? Jesus, the damage is so insane. I just need the same thing for Carly. 10 gold. Great. Okay, this was super not worth it. What's down here? Just a couple of boys, a couple of bulls. Let's just run. Although they really don't do that much damage. Realistically speaking, I should keep that in mind. Right. Oh, it's an Agama. I'm always afraid of the fire elementals. They can pack a serious punch. And the red dragons, but I think there's only one red dragon in front of like the flame mail that we don't need at all because no one can wear it yet. These aren't so bad, but they give a nice piece of experience. So after the Link's Awakening randomizer last Sunday, which took only one stream, which I didn't anticipate at all, I think that next Sunday I will start what's long overdue in my book, what I wanted to do for a long time. And I will start a Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. I am simultaneously afraid and looking forward to it. We will see how that goes. Okay, so on this level there's basically nothing of worth for me except the boss. And I know where that is. I remember that one. It's in the bottom left. So it isn't even so long of a dungeon, such long of a dungeon. That long of a dungeon was the word that I was looking for. Pokemon is epic, I agree. And I always wanted to do a Nuzlocke. And I haven't played Pokemon Silver basically since it came out. So close to 20 years. Actually, more than 20 years. I'm really looking forward to that. I still have to make a new overlay for that. Or a new scene. With a tracker for the team. But I've actually prepared almost everything for that. So we'll see next Sunday how bad a Pokemon Nuzlocke will wreck me. I couldn't for the longest time as well do Beard. I never continued. Basically, I started playing Pokemon again with X and Y's, so like 4 years ago. I never played any of the games in between Silver and that. But I really enjoy it, and I think it gets a whole lot more potential by playing with Nuzlocke rules. I've participated in a few, not participated, but I've watched a few Nuzlocke runs like live. And there's like genuine emotion there when a Pokemon dies. And I think that's a really cool impact that a series that a lot of people have like very fond and very light-hearted memories with can evoke. And we'll see how many of my beloved friends in my team will die when I immediately fuck up grinding or something like that. By the way, this is Carly. Let's see how bad she will treat us this time. Okay. I can now cast this, which I couldn't before, so let's do that. But I still can't cast. I didn't buy anti-fire, which I now really, really miss in this fight. But I think my level should be good enough now. Can we play this game with permadeath? Absolutely not, doing it. Absolutely not. Yeah, let's fast 72. Or maybe he just punches hard enough? Nope. Oh, it's just dark. That's nice. That's so nice of her. This really is the tale of two battles. Oh wow, Sammy did 1 damage still. Oh god. The cure. This should be it with headshots damage. Well, not if he crits. Not if he doesn't crit. 25? That was nothing. But we got this. This is looking very nice. Oh, that's a nice crit. Yeah, I don't have... Yeah, Ice 3 is level 7, I think. Oh! Oh, I didn't have spell points. So I chose fire by accident. God damn it. Come on, headshot. 44. Yeah, I have no... Oh, right, because it's the same thing as ice. As fast. So I used those. $45, okay. Okay. Now we did it. The amount of XP this fight gives is not worth the trouble. But we made it. Second orb is shining. Nice. Yes, please. And we immediately run into imps. What are you doing here, imps? This is no place for you. Don't try to hang out with the big boys if you're not. $18 experience points, yeah. our next... what's it called? Our next goal then is the ice cave, which I attempted before the volcano actually. But I was so discouraged by encountering a lot of enemies with insta-kill attacks. But we'll see how we fare now. Because I really want the class change now. The most horrifying creature in all Final Fantasy. Oh, dude, that's not nice to say about me. You should know better. But yeah, I know you mean the I think it's called Ocho. It looks very creepy, and it has like a lazy eye, which makes things even worse. The fish also look pretty bad, though. I mean, it was different times. You missed the Fire Fiend, by the way. We did that in like 20 minutes. This time. Oh, there it is. Actually, it only has one eye. That's why I think it has a lazy eye. That's alright, Dualbeard. I appreciate every minute of your time. Have a good one. See you soon. No, it only dumps poison. And even that, it doesn't as frequently as some other enemies that we fought so far. But there aren't even that many status effects in this game. There is poison. There's sleep, which I don't know if enemies do that or just you. There is stun, which is annoying. There's dark, which doesn't do anything. And there's death, which is super annoying because of all the instant death spells. And now to everyone's favorite game. Stockpiling heal potions. But I really need all of them for the ice cavern. I'm sure of it. Especially if I need to resurrect more people than I hope. Because there are a lot of insta-kill attacks in that one. So Headshot, when is the Sony thing? In about 90 minutes, okay. I trust you will inform me of any important announcements. Because if there is going to be a Bloodborne PC port, I will freak out. And you can quote me on that. Nice, thank you. I really, really, really want that to happen, because that's the best way for me to finally finish Bloodborne and play the DLC. And then there will be a whole lot. Oh my god, think of all the mods. If Bloodborne PC exists, think of all the mods that can happen. Oh, that would be so glorious. Yeah, I won't hear from you in like an hour. Okay, I can see that. If everything goes wrong, I'll get Black Wizards to check on you. Oh, absolutely, Business Vulture. And I hope the second one will be a nude mod for, what's he called? For German. And that will be the one that I install. Is the internet still crap, Semi? Let's see. Let's do a safety save. And then let's head for the ice cavern. Okay, that genuinely made me laugh, Business Vulture. Nice one. We had to call your internet provider once again because the call broke down. Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, do you guys see how shitty your service is? We can't even call your support hotline. Not now, Shark. I'm doing a thing. Is that a JoJo reference? I don't know. If it is, it's unintentional, because I've never seen that show. And I have no intention of changing that, actually. Oh, right, the normal ogre is the purple one. I thought the great one. Actually, maybe it's the green ogre, so I probably shouldn't confuse those two. Now let's see. I mean, you can't see the rivers on here. We have to go this way. Said the number's not available. Jesus. Oh no, wait, I'm going. I'm going way in the different direction. In the wrong direction. What? He connected you with your own mailbox? What is happening with you guys? Whoops. What's your, It is kind of funny, to be honest, but it's still not really helpful. What's your internet provider again? Is it Vodafone? I feel like I think it's, from what I remember, it's Vodafone, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally understandable. This is where I want to go. Punch that wolf! Vodafone cable, yeah. Those wolves have more than 65 HP? That doesn't seem reasonable to me. Oh, right. What way is it again? I didn't remember. Yeah, they sound very familiar to me as well. I only did that for 3 months, but I still remember it very vividly. And with horror. This seems alright. I also feel like it's way worse when you only hear when the audio is chopped up. Metal Hellsinger. No, I haven't, but it sounds amazing. I don't even know what it's about, and I'm already on board. An FPS rhythm game that looks like Doom? Oh man, I really need to check that out. That sounds awesome. I really like these rhythm fighting games like Dungeon Crawlers, Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I have no Switch, but I really want to play Cadence of Hyrule too, because it's so much fun. Alright, Drangwright, I have a good one. See you soon. It was only recently announced. I will definitely check that out, because it sounds amazing. There should be more rhythm-based action games. Yeah, which is actually, if it's if the soundtrack is specifically written for that game, that shouldn't be a problem. Coma. Only if it's like with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, where it's licensed music for the game, but music that existed beforehand, that would definitely be a problem. I hope that when the remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 comes out, that they include... Oh, nice, a level up. That they include something like a streaming mode. Where they don't... where they don't play the licensed music. And have like more generic... It doesn't even really need to be that good, to be completely honest, because it would be more work. But I really want to stream the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 remake because I love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And licensed music just makes that difficult. I would just probably kill the music and put something else on in the background. But yeah, it's specifically created for the game. With Matt Heafy, Mikael Stanne, Bjorn Street, and Alyssa White-Lutz. Nice. It really sounds amazing. That's true, but if the music is created for a game, it's not licensed by the game. But with the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack, it's clear as day. You can't stream that, even if it's part of the game, which is bullshit. But that's how it is. Oh my god. What is this? What fresh hell is this? All good, headshot. Have a good one. Let's just fire them. It really sounds amazing. Metal Hellsinger. Is there a release window for it yet? Punch that bird. I feel like I don't follow nearly as much, nearly enough people on Twitter. 2021, yeah, that's okay. If it's just announced, that could go either direction. Oh god, cockatrices are so scary. And cocked rices are also pretty scary. I love how they had to shorten that. And they went with cocked rice. They were like, there's no way this could backfire. Oh yeah, cocked rice. I don't even know if mummies can do anything, like, special. Maybe if they can stun. But I'm very afraid of the... Oh, wait, now I'm dropping frames like crazy. So if things look bad, now it's on my part. Let me check, actually. Yeah, it's going back up again. It should... No, now it's going back down again. Do I have anything in the background? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Now my bitrate is way too high and I'm still dropping frames. I'm not liking this. We'll see if it comes back down again in a minute. Otherwise, I will restart the stream. Oh no, now it's fine again. See? You just have to threaten it. I had a drop in the bitrate, and then, I don't know, to compensate or something, the bitrate shot way past what I usually stream in. Like, my bitrate is at 4K, and then it suddenly went to like 550. I don't know, maybe my... I think maybe my anti-virus program downloaded an update. It would have been nice if it informed me. But you can't get anything these days. Yeah. Oh shit, he noticed. Now bump his quality, even though he hasn't actually put that into the settings. These dudes are super scary. Punch that sorcerer. Yep, slain. Fucking insta-kill attacks. Why? Why are there so many enemies that do insta-kill attacks? Hey, at least Headshot got a level up. I can cast life 3 times. That is not a lot for the amount of enemies in here that have insta-death attacks. And also, I think the boss of this dungeon only has insta-kill attacks. Actually, no, let's kill those. They're not terrible. Yeah, that's what. Okay, that was super easy. This dungeon isn't long, but it's very tedious. She needs 2,200, and I need 644. Excuse me? This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh my god. What kind of freakish mages are those? Okay, this was super wasted, but I'm not pulling any chances against these insta-kill monsters. No, please just kill him quick. Nope. Oh, thank you. It's like your heart skips a beat every time you say the word rub. have more than 200 HP. Finally. These developers are trolling me. 33 years in the past, and they're still trolling me. That thing cost like 10 gold in the first town. And they put it behind 3 enemies with insta-kill attacks. Just to trick you. Jesus HP Christ. Oh, I cast Fire 1. I don't even know why I did that. I think this is, if I recall correctly, this is a scripted battle, so you can't run from it. It's just a very annoying scripted battle. God damn it, now they're all paralyzed. Yes, Coma, kill them! Kill them all! Very nice. This is actually going very, very well. I think. Ah, it's cold lava. Okay, just because they're red doesn't mean they take a lot of damage from ice. Ah, my RPG instincts are failing me. Also, they aren't really anything to brag home about. Is it brag home about or write home about? I always get that proverb or that saying messed up. Now I'm not sure anymore. They gave a lot of money, though. For a fight that wasn't really that difficult. It's right home about? Okay. Fuck. Damn it! Damn it! Oh my god! That was the worst thing that could happen. I needed coma. Now I can't revive anyone. And now we're both paralyzed and we will be instantly slain. Like that. Oh my god. Quake! God damn it. Wow! Jesus Christ. Alright, I take a quick bathroom break before we head into that madness again. See you soon. Ah, good old chair emote. Okay. That was bullshit. This dungeon is bullshit. Okay, sorcerer, don't even try, just run. It's too dangerous. If they kill Coma, everything's gone to shits. Yes, the cherry mode, I have that too. Oh, mummies can sleep. Okay. I don't know that one. Oh, it's Lobocop. I'm not sub to Lobocop. I only managed to catch one stream of his. But I liked it. He's way more subdued than Lobos is. At least sometimes. Sometimes he's also more ragey, which it immediately contradicts what I just said. Okay, so sleep is just a worse version of of stun, I guess, because you wake up when you get hit. Wizards are not so bad. They do a lot of damage, but they're not so bad. Yeah, I can understand that. It really sucks when the internet's crappy. I'll try, Coma. I will try. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. Have a great evening. See you soon. Now, right now in this fight, it looks like the only one who's about to die is me. Oh no, I just stabbed that freaking Starspawn Cthulhu looking son of a gun right in its tentacle mouth. I don't like what I just said. Why even heal when the insta-kill brigade is just around the corner? He has a tentacle mouth. Or they have a tentacle mouth. I'm just telling the truth. The aliens are under us. They're posing as normal sorcerers. And wizards. But all they want to do is hit us with insta-kill attacks and weirdly powerful physical attacks. This is my favorite part of this level. It's just here for no reason. But also this time... No, please run. No, please run. Oh, that only... Okay, they either do no damage or they instantly kill you. Nothing in between. Great enemy design there, guys. Really wonderful. I don't remember what was in the left chest. I think it was not a lot of money, but I don't think there was a fight before it, so let's go for that. The right one is super not worth it. Stop paralyzing! Oh my god, stop. And there's Headshot's level up again. At least we got that. Whoops. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I mean, it's clearly not cement. Oh, it was the flame sword. That I don't think Semi can use. Yep. Sure can't. At least not yet. And that is a scripted battle, as I thought. And it's a terrifying battle. Oh my god. Let's go harm to fire too. And hope I don't get immediately paralyzed. By the way, if you are modding Fallout 4, do you know why sometimes the loading screens just seem randomly long? I played Fallout 4 on a weaker PC than I own right now, but it still loaded way faster. It's what turned me off of my second playthrough of Fallout 4, that some of the loading screens take like almost 2.5 minutes, even though they shouldn't from the specs that I have. I hope that your internet connection will get a hold of itself, Semi. Poor optimization? Yeah, okay. So nothing I can change about that. It's a shame. There are so many things that I like about Fallout 4. And so many things that I don't. Okay, red bones weren't so bad. This dungeon basically is just a race against encountering sorcerers. It's definitely not the easiest game to mod. Yeah, I could imagine. Oops, hit my mic, sorry. Ah, treasures. Oh, money. Oh, money. Oh, more money. Is this all just going to be money? Frost wolves. Oh, they cast cold, I think. Let's just do this. A lot of quirks about it that are just completely irrelevant with modern software. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they cast frost. Oh my god. Please let me be. My turn, please. I feel like that's what a lot of people said when Fallout 4 came out. That The engine is just not up to modern standards anymore. Oh nice, my level up. Right, I broke 200 HP. Oh, there was a lot of money, okay. So it was worth it. Even though if just 2 more of those wolves had decided to cast Frost, I would have been in the deepest of shits. The auto generation function is wildly inaccurate. Oh, it's a great peed. I really, really like the world of Fallout 4. I think it's the best world out of the 3D Fallouts. But all of the technical problems, as well as especially the revised dialogue system, don't make it as fun to play. Or at least not as fun to replay. Oh, that's the step. That's quite a hot take there. Yeah, I know. For the longest time, I said that Fallout 4 was my favorite 3D Fallout. That was a hot take. How many wizards hurt? Oh, I don't know what I did. I think I cast Confusion by accident. I wanted to cast Hold. I don't think they can be confused. My most played Fallout is Fallout 2. Not by far, but still. My most played 3D Fallout, I think, for the longest time it was Fallout 4. I think now New Vegas has caught up, and I really want to replay 3, but it's such a bitch to run under Windows 10. Yeah, New Vegas is like the standard. I really dislike New Vegas' world. Always have. It's the reason why New Vegas was for such a long time, how do I say this? That I didn't replay New Vegas for such a long time, because I really, really disliked the world. But playing the DLCs for New Vegas has definitely raised that game for me. Those are so good, especially the last one. What's it called? Where you go to the divide. I mean, the more health my characters get, the more potion I need to give them. New Vegas definitely has the best DLCs that I have played for any Fallout game. Old World Blues is great. Honest Hearts, that's how you pronounce it, is great. Then again, I don't know what's it called again, where you go to the divide. It's fantastic. I also still really enjoy, what's it called? Point Lookout? In Fallout 3, where you go to the hillbilly land, where the hobos with the shotgun wait for you. I haven't played a single Fallout 4 DLC. Lonesome Road, yeah. But I heard a lot of good things about Far Harbor, and I haven't heard a lot of good things about Nuka World. Yeah, it is Lonesome Road. The only one that for Fallout New Vegas that I didn't really enjoy, I mean I still enjoyed, but I wouldn't necessarily replay it, is where there's only one left, Sierra Madre. Okay. Now we fight the boss. I. It's just called I. I think it's supposed to be like an evil eye. But I mean, it's just an eye, and I think it only has instant kill attacks. Glance, ineffective. Okay, thank you. Punch that eye! Oh my god, oh my god. Nice one. Yes! Now all we need to do is escape. And yes, we have to fight this battle again. Because programming. God, why? They didn't yet have the technology of having a mandatory battle be gone from the playing field once you've fought it. Except for the main bosses, I think. I don't think you can fight those again. I guess this is the point in the game where the combination of the fast spell and the black belt just gets stupidly strong. Which is great, because once Semi gets the class change, she will be able to cast fast, so we have two guys who can do that. Not an antidote. Oh, yeah. There's the heal spell. Heal potion. Now all we need to do is leave and not encounter any more sorcerers. And then we have our airship. But I am so afraid of the sorcerers. There is an anti-incident, like an insta-death protection spell But I think it's level 7 white magic. So stupidly high. Stupidly high level. I want to do one Quake. Even if it doesn't work. Oh. Oh my god, it worked on one of them. Oh my god, it worked on 2 of them. Haha, now who is the insta-kill monster? Ow. They're still too... I mean, we've encountered the first wizard so early. They were the enemies that guarded the crown, the elf crown, so long ago. And we still encounter them, and they are still scary. Because they do so much damage. Just by critting, they're just into the game again. Okay, but we're almost out. I think here's the exit. Yeah, there is the exit. Oh, thank you. Yes, save, please. And I will immediately save in the emulator. I don't want to risk anything. Okay, that's great. Now we just have to leave this river hellhole. But these enemies don't pose that much of a threat anymore. Especially since Headshot basically one-shots every single one of them right now. Don't hit me! He headshots them, yeah. Nice. Now, let's see. The airship is in a desert to the south, and we can use the floater to get it above ground again. But we have to find a way to where to land with our ship first. I don't recall where you land when you get the airship. Yeah, this game's really started a lot of things in the series. There was immediately an airship. There was immediately like a sci-fi connection because the last dungeon of the game, or the second to last dungeon of the game, has like sentient robots. it still basically had a super boss with Womack. Bahamut shows up, though not as a summon or as a boss. He makes an appearance as an NPC who gives you the class change. Oops, I need to go. Actually, no, this can't be. This can't be it. Yeah, the desert is in the south. Not now, Sahagins. I have places to be. Oh, one of them ran away. I love that in the logic of the game, we basically hush them away from our boat. I mean, if you continue to watch my streams, Headshot, you will know. We won't get that today. I don't think we will even get to the water dungeon. My next plan of action is the Castle of Ordeals. And then the class change. And then maybe have the first look into the water dungeon. I don't remember a lot about the water dungeon. I think there are mermaids in there, but I could be wrong. I don't really recall anything about that. I recall a lot from the wind dungeon. That's the science fiction one. And then in the last dungeon, I think you have to refight every single fiend again. So even the first Final Fantasy wasn't above cheap padding tactics. I want to say I have a lot of money, but I know I don't have a lot of money because spells are so expensive. But I should really... Do I need more? Yeah, I want Exit and I want Warp. But those I can only get after the class change. Though I'm going to save my money on spells so that I can get the next spells. Yeah, that wasn't the smartest choice. Smartest choice. But I mean, they didn't have a lot of time to finish this game. So, making a huge dungeon that has all of the previous main bosses in it seemed like a logical idea to pad the gameplay time with relatively low effort and time investment. But if I recall correctly, they are not even adjusted for endgame. So the Lich basically dies in one hit. And the Wind Fiend or Air Fiend Tiamat is just still very dangerous, and it comes immediately before the last boss. I really can't wait for Final Fantasy 3 when this is no longer necessary. Good God. Yeah, a weird like boss rush or boss retreading. It's so cliche. A lot of games do that. And I dislike it in almost every single one. Actually, I can't really think of a single example where I don't dislike it. Chrono Trigger somewhat. I am going to play Final Fantasy 2, and I know it is awful. It has so much potential, but it falls flat in so many ways. But I'm powering through every single one, so I'm not going to let that stop me. I've played through Final Fantasy 2 before, and I know I can handle it. Even though it is somewhat terrible, but it has some cool ways to play around. And it gives you a lot of options to customize your party. Just, it's not thought all the way through. Can I go here to the airship? Oh yeah, this is it. But I think it would be wrong to skip 2 just because I know it's bad. Also, I recently saw a almost 1 hour long video of someone defending Final Fantasy 2. Because that intrigued me. And while I don't agree with some of the points that he raised, some other arguments were very legit. And I want to look back into that game. I want to get back into that game. I'm not really looking that forward to it though. I am really looking forward to replaying 3 and 5. Because I genuinely love those 2 games. And you can always play Final Fantasy 6. It took him close to 1 hour. I don't know, maybe I said 2, but it was close to 1 hour. Whenever someone has like a very weird or off mainstream opinion about something that I have an opinion about, I'm really interested. So I watched the whole thing, and yeah, I can see why he liked some things. But also he was playing the what's it called? He was playing the Game Boy Advance version that fixes a lot of like technical problems with the game. And of course I will be playing the Famicom fan translated version. So wish me luck. How do you do this again? Item, floater. Yeah! He was basically cheating? No, it's a valid thing to play the remake. Look at this! Oh my god, it's so cool. Where the fuck are we? Oh, nice. It is very fast. Also, it can fly over mountains, which I don't think the standard airships can do in later games. At least not in Final Fantasy 3. Also now every time we have to rest at an inn, we can do that in Corneria, which is by far the cheapest. And there are no encounters when you are in the airship. When you are on the airship. So we are totally safe. Let's see. In 6 it definitely can, because the Mode 7 mountains are totally flat. So that's the Castle of Ordeals. But they really made sure that there's no piece of grass to land on, huh? I can land here and go all the way around to this thing. Where are the next cities? Maybe I could get some spells. What's in here again? Oh, this is one of the dragon caves, right? Hello, dragon. Only the courageous ones bring back the proof of their courage. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just stealing your shit, okay? I'm so courageous that I need all of your treasure. Oops. Have you met Bahamut, the Dragon King? He honors those with courage as true warriors. Okay, so you have no treasures? That's a shame. It's so difficult to just go one space further. This is basically just free money laying around, which is nice. You are not afraid of me? Then I am impressed. Yeah, I just want your gold, man. I can't be afraid of you. I need the cash. Oh, why are you here? Yeah, now I'm stealing money from dragons. Freaking Ochos. Why are you roaming around in forests? You should only be... Whoops, I used a cabin by accident. Well, doesn't matter. Okay, I wasn't that. I wasn't that one. I wasn't in this one. I think this is the one where Bahamut is. Let's see. We are going to the Castle of Ordeal to the northeast. There we will test and bring back proof of our courage. So this is basically... Oh, they have a well. Nice. Where they teach you... once in the north, there were beautiful palaces and big mechanical castles. This is where they teach you about the class change. And the Castle of Ordeals. Which is completely optional. You don't need to do that, but it's just such a big improvement. 10 gold in the chest. The proof of courage might be anything. I have no idea how strong these are. Okay, they don't have a lot of HP. And they take a lot of damage from Lightning 3. Okay, so I was completely overcompensating. These dragons look so wonky from the side. If you are brave enough, try meeting the king of the dragons, Bahamut. Oh, I will. Unprofitable business is not a practice of the dragons of Cardia? What? Long ago, dragons and humans lived and traded together. Did that dragon just say to me that it's a capitalist dragon? I think that dragon basically said, "Hail capitalism," into my face. This is Bahamut's room. Bahamut verifies the true courage of all. Ah, he's like Twitter. I am Bahamut, king of the dragons. Bring me proof of your courage to receive the honor due true warriors. Okay, I don't have the proof yet. It's in the stupid Castle of Ordeals. And I thought that there maybe would be another treasure chest in here. No, he does not look exactly like them. He looks like he has 4 eyes. There's a very small difference in his sprite. Yeah, I know. He looks like he has 4 eyes. This is a water town. Oh, come on, I can't land there. God damn it. This game is also the most annoying one to use an airship in. Because you can't land anywhere. Yeah, I think I have to land here. If I want to go to the water town. But let's go to the other town. The hidden magic town. And then let's go to the Castle of Ordeals. I don't think buying magic is really doing anything for me anyway. Are you fucking kidding me? I went one step. It is very stressful. It will only get worse. Yeah, punch that wyvern. Whoops. This town is Gaia. Have you been to the city south of here? I just cannot understand a word spoken there. I have wondered what language. That is not a sentence, good sir. You should have wondered what... I wonder your language. Unbelievable, you are outsiders, right? How did you get this far north? The fairy at the spring was kidnapped. Oh, right. Let's just say that the castle in the west is a place to test courage. Yeah, I know that. What do you have? You have the cat claw, which I think is the best weapon for a black mage. I don't know why. But I think that's how it goes. But I'm not going to buy it yet. Oh, the pro ring. 50,000! Jesus Christ. Only pros can wear that ring. I don't know what it does. What's that broom up to? It's talking backwards. Do you have great... The broom just asked me if I had great power. Let's just say the sky warriors flew about here and there from a castle high in the sky. Sky warriors. How do I get to the spring? Oh, right here. Shining object flying towards the east. Let me see. Yes, there was a professor that studied Lefanish. What the frick is Lefanish? Hardy har, you're too late. I bottled the fairy and sold her to a caravan. What an asshole. No 2 introduced a dragoon. I think it was called Rickard. But it was totally unlike the dragoons that you know. He was very sucky with spears. And jump didn't exist. Dragoons is like spear-wielding jumping warriors were introduced in Final Fantasy III. Hey, Thelonite Monk. No, this is Final Fantasy I. But it is the NES version. Oh, you mean which one introduced the Dragoon? Yeah, the Final Fantasy... The NES the Famicom Final Fantasy II introduced a Dragoon as a character that joins your party. Oh my god, that dude looks amazing. 50,000! Fine. Stupid fairy getting captured by and bottled by pirates, sold to a caravan in the middle of nowhere. Final Fantasy IV had a Dragoon, yeah, and it is one of the jobs in Final Fantasy III. So I think from the namesake it started in Final Fantasy II, but defined it was by Final Fantasy III because jumping and that they mainly use spears as melee weapons, that was all introduced in Final Fantasy III. And even the armor that the job sprite wears is somewhat reminiscent of later Dragoon, like the Dragoon look. It was a cool job. In my Final Fantasy III playthrough, I kept it basically till the end. It was one of my melee characters was a Dragoon. Let's just see how much they cost. 45,000. Jesus Christ. I don't think I can even cast these yet. Yeah, I don't have a single spell point for level 7 spells. So it's not worth sinking in the money. I don't even remember why I rescue the fairy, why I bring it back to the spring. I just know you have to do it. Oh, only a fairy can draw oxygel from the spring. Yeah, you need that for the water dungeon to breathe. Yeah, several of the spells do nothing. Several of the special items do nothing. It really is a shame. White magic. Oh, this is level 8. 60,000. Yeah, stop, zap, and quadruple X. Wait, where's Nuke? In this version of the game, Flare is called Nuke, which I think is amazing. No, Ninja is an upgrade to Thief. You mean, what do you mean? You mean that Master is a downgrade to Black Belt because you are the Black Belt? Because you get no benefits, but you get less magic resist with every level up. I didn't know that. I think that's so funny. A fairy appears, then it is gone. There it is. That pirate trapped me in the bottle. I will draw oxygen from the bottom of the spring for you. Yeah, Lock 2. That's the most prevalent example, I think, where it does the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do. Now, basically, I've fallen for this for the scheme of this pirate. I mean, if the pirate and the fairy would team up, they would be insanely rich because I just brought back the fairy. The pirate is right there. He would just bottle her up again, sell her again, and then make her be resold. It's just an economy that I'm driving here. Actually, let's sleep at the inn before we leave. Or let's see how the expense of the inn is. Nope. Excuse me, lady, I have a lot of spells to buy later on. I really can't. I really can't, lady. There it is. Yeah, I mean, at least not if we have an alternative like this one, where it's only 30 gold. Okay, and save here. Okay, and now we go for the Castle of Ordeals. Where was the landing spot? I think it was here to the left. I think this is the closest one. Meh. Just one! There it is. The Castle of Ordeals, I don't remember it being very difficult. It's just an annoying dungeon because I think it's just a lot of teleporters. Uh-oh. Catman! What's the man part? What's the man part about those? Someone answer me. Oh my god, of course they can poison. Yeah, I can use a house later on. From their knees up. Yeah, you know what? I can kinda see it. Now in my head, that just looked like the wrestler from Tekken. Old man. Ah, the scariest of enemies. Yeah, King. It's also a stupid name. God damn it. I didn't want to use a cabin. Whoops. I mean, I should buy some more cabins. I should buy some houses. They are very, very useful. But they're also so expensive. 3,000 a piece is very expensive. Oh, I shouldn't even cast spells against those, I guess. Another wrestler by the name of Armor King. That doesn't make it better. That doesn't make it better at all. Armor is not a first name. I mean, it's amazing. Just like the real-life wrestler who just called himself Warrior later on. Actually legally changed his name to just Warrior. Oh, those aren't bad at all. I guess manticores are the bigger version. I thought that sphinxes were the bigger version. Oh no, I encountered sphinx. Right, before, in one of the dungeons. Hey Sammy, welcome back. It's going well. How's your internet doing? Oh yeah, Headshot. I'm really looking forward to that one. I am expecting good news, and if there aren't any good news, I will hold you personally accountable. That's alright, Mrs. Vulture. I appreciate every minute that you're watching. Not so well here? That really sucks. I'm so sorry for you, Sammy. Bad internet is the modern scourge. I am going the wrong way. Oh, it's Sabertease. And Catman. I don't want to be around for that. Again, some Catman. Now comes the part where I really have to... I think I really have to check every chest. Because if I recall correctly, there are 3 ribbons in this game. And I really want all of them. But I don't know where they are. I think one is in the water dungeon. I think one is in the air dungeon. But I don't know if the third one's in the last dungeon. Or in the Castle of Ordeals. Okay. Let's use a house. And save. And let's see. Oh, where's the entrance? Okay. Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. Oh, and he's gone. Thankfully I have the crown, because that's something we got from the very beginning. There's the throne. Can we go in any other door. No, we can't. Let's see. This dungeon is really long, if I recall. Yeah, and every single one of those pillars is a teleporter. So I guess this is what they call dungeon design. Oh no, those can those instantly kill? I think yes. Then I actually shouldn't fight them, but I should or I shouldn't. Oh no, they do fire too. Right. It's just that the last time we encountered them, that basically meant insta-kill. But having a black belt is so nice. He just does a shit ton of damage. Top? Nope. I really have to remember this, because I will probably have to do this again. Top one? Okay, bottom one. Oh, whiz, mummy. The good thing about mummies, and you can quote me if you can't quote me on this if you want to study archaeology. The good thing about mummies is that they burn super easily. Even the blue ones. After the ice cave, I'm just so afraid of... Oh nice, a level up. For headshot, that's good. I'm just so afraid of enemies with insta-kill attacks. Let's take that one. Okay, so far that seemed right. Oh, it's a Zombo! Oh, we haven't seen those guys in a while. That's a nice callback. I mean, callback, they're not supposed to be on the Peninsula of Power. But still. What's here? Mud goals. They do look straight up terrifying. But they also look like they take a nice chunk of damage from ice too. Actually, they take a nice chunk of damage from fists. Okay, they take practically no damage from ice too. Today I learned. They're not bad though. I mean, they pack a punch, but not very tanky. Oh, actually, now they're scary. Now that I know that they can cast fast, that instantly makes them scary. I got like no HP for that again. Oh! Yes! The Zeus gauntlets! I think they're for coma. Right? Actually, no. Okay, who the fuck can wear them? Maybe right now no one can wear them. Yeah, no one can wear them right now. But maybe after the class change. I remember them being very good. They can cast lightning, I think. Yeah, I mean, I obviously can't build a house on here. Oh, there are 3. Whoops. It was this one, right? Yeah, it was. I don't think only warriors. Maybe later on, I mean after the class change. Things change a lot. And I think the ninja can wear basically anything, so we'll see. I wish there were more healing items. Oh, there's even more. No! God damn it. Oh my god! It's done. It's just... Why? Why? These enemies are so terrible. This is just a good game party. They come out of nowhere. They had a chance to strike first. They killed my white mage, dead. Oh my god, why? Yeah, there it goes. Oh my god. That's just a fucking massacre. Jesus Christ. So many kids in 1987 must have been like, that's bullshit. Because 33 years later, I'm still saying that that's bullshit. And I went the wrong way. That's one of the things that I really... Man-cat? That's one of the things that I really don't mind. That they got away from that. Just the amount of insta-kill attacks. Oh, it's just one this time. I mean, I think this is the main reason that you don't want to miss the ribbons. Because I think the ribbon also protects from... I could be wrong about that. Maybe it's the pro ring. Maybe that is what the pro ring does. Nah. Not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Yeah, because they can also forecast fire too. Of course they can. Is here even another? There is another teleporter. Now watch it be wrong. Oh my god, it is wrong. It's such a troll move. Oh my god, it's such a troll move. Just put one at the end of the corridor and watch people go for it. Because, yeah. Okay. 3 are okay. Actually, 3 might be too many. Oh my god, 104 damage. Stop! Please! Right. Oh, they can also cast slow. Okay. As long as they don't cast fire 2, I'm fine with that. Oh, well, at least I got one. One that Sammy would have gotten anyway, but nah. Actually, I should run away from them next time. They are very tanky and very scary. I mean, nothing is scarier than a nice 6-pack of sorcerers manhandling me with their tentacles. But still. Oh my god. Oh, god damn it. Please. Okay, we got one. Sleep! Oh my god. These are like crowd control monsters. I didn't expect that from man cats. How come the man cats can cast more spells than the sorceress? And another one. Another one. This to me is the sound of this game. The beginning of the menu music followed by the sound effect of using a healing potion. Okay. Now top or bottom? Okay. No. Why? Jesus. Thank you. Nightmares. Let's see, with a name like this, I'm... Oh, okay, that went down easy. Easier than I expected from a nightmare. They look cool, though. I really like the sprite work. Come on, stab. Nice. Oh, it didn't die. Hmm. Punch that unicorn. Okay, where would I put the encounter? Okay. Oh, the heal staff. I guess I can't use that. Yeah. Coma has to use that. Can I use it if I don't wear it? Let's test that in the next. Oh, right. It's... I guess this is a fixed encounter. Oh, I can! That's kinda cool, actually. Then, let me check. Who has the Zeus gauntlets? He has the Zeus gauntlets. He shouldn't have those. That's why I need to give them to Coma. He doesn't need to wear them. He just needs to use them. Oh wow, that didn't do jack shit. Now there's no real reason not to spam the heal staff. Other than that it takes forever. Oops, hit my mic. I don't know why I'm hitting my mic so often. I think it's because my nose is so itchy because of allergies. Nah. Snorting? Did it snort my eyes, or why does that result in darkness? Oh nice, level up. Not weapon, armor. Yeah, that's why I want to give it to Koma. Chance to strike first? You mean chance to run first, sir? I really don't want to deal with those guys. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. 1964. 2864. That is a huge improvement. Ice Sword, I don't think Semi can wear that yet. Nope. And Iron Bracelets. I don't think she can wear that. Yeah. Semi will get so tanky after the class change, simply by having so much more armor options. Oh, a house. These empty treasure boxes are just there to troll me. Like so much in this game. Wait, what? That was it? I remember this being way longer. Okay. Oh. Hi. Let me just do some of this. You can probably stone, right? Punch Medusa! Nice. Yeah, O-Glance. That was ineffective, thankfully. Ah, nice. $66 damage. That's very respectable, actually. What? Oh, a zombie dragon. Harm too fast? At least a zombie dragon can be targeted by harm. Also punch! Oh my god, the damage is so insane. Yeah, that was a zombie dragon. Oh, and Sammy got a level up, but not a particularly great one. Nah. And that was the Castle of Ordeals. We got the proof of our courage. That was way quicker than I anticipated. There it is. It stings. Throw it over. No, don't do that. That's the rat tail. Because remember, the proof of courage can be anything. That wasn't so bad. And we got the heal staff and the Zeus gauntlets. Both are very, very useful items. Actually, maybe I should give the Zeus gauntlets to myself. Because Koma already has the heal staff. But I think the white mage can actually wear them after the class change, after he becomes the white wizard. We'll see. We'll get the class change once we get to the airship. Let's see our statuses, our experience. 13,000, 10,000, 9,000, and 12,000. Okay. Because I don't want another level up before I get the class change. But since the amount is so high, all of us pretty much has recently gotten a level up. So I can fight some things. Sure. Three wyverns, why not? Right, this is not Dark Souls. Dragons don't necessarily take a lot of damage from lightning. Come on, airship. The places you can land with the airship are so far away from anything useful. It's like they wanted to give you a cool way of going through the world. But they didn't really want to commit. They didn't want to make it too easy to just travel around the world. So you can only land in such remote areas. It is a bit of padding, definitely. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm not really in the mood for more of you. Oh, right, it's right next to me. It's this one, I think. God damn it. No, just one. Oh my god. Oh my god. There it is. Yeah, it's this one. Ah, Bahamut. I bring you this rat's tail for you to munch on. just magically zap me stronger. See, he doesn't look exactly the same. He looks like he has 4 eyes. I don't know why. But that's what I see. The tale of a rat proves your courage. I shall give you the honor due true warriors. Yeah! Ninja! We are now a ninja, a white wizard, a black wizard, and a dude in a gym with a bandana. Well, you got way more muscular. Also, of course, you barely changed. You don't get anything from this class change. Actually, hold on. Oh, she probably needs a level up before she gets spell points. I want to see the changed overworld sprites for every single one. Look how freakishly muscular the sprite is. Oh man, that was amazing. He is wider than he is tall. The White Wizard looks great. The sprite of the White Wizard looks great as well. I really like the Black Wizard too. But I can understand why they went with the remakes. They went with the Black Wizard look established in Final Fantasy III, which looks more like the Black Wizard with the big head and the face completely in the shadow. Oh my god, the Overworld sprite looks amazing though. The insanely cool thing, though, is that... I mean, apart from a beard, you can't really do a beard with 8-bit sprites. At least not sprites that are as small as these. But now Coma actually shockingly looks like Coma. Yeah, but I think you can understand why I didn't want to say... Yeah, I could have said black hat, but the only thing that came to my mind, of course, was that he had a black face, which, for obvious reasons, I didn't really want to point out. Okay, he still can't wear it, and I can't wear it. But still, then I should definitely have it in my inventory. Okay, and now let's check this out. She has 2865. $41.61. And 2956 damage. 3966. Is this one better? No, the ice sword is better. Right? Yeah. Oh, this immediately got so much better. Just from getting Sammy to become a ninja. Even though from behind it does look like a pajama, and it does look like it has an ass crack. Doesn't it? Like this one pixel to the side. Looks like butt cheeks when she's moving. A very suggestive ninja. Excuse me, Worm, I'm standing on my airship. Yeah, maybe it's like it is a zipper down the back. I can see that. Somehow you have to get into the ninja onesie. Punch! Ah, finally. Look at Semi now doing insane amount of damage too. And just sustaining a lot more damage. By the way, is the Sony thing already over? Or are you watching simultaneously Headshot? Oops, not wrong. Ah, okay. Let's see. Okay, first things first, before I do anything else, I need to get exit and warp. Where were they? Crescent Lake? I think Crescent Lake had exit. Yeah, the the nose. Well, not really. He has like a flat face. But you really somewhat look like you. If you shaved and just put a white bedsheet around you, you would look shockingly like your new sprite. At least you didn't miss any interesting ones that got carried on to me. Exit, please. Yes. Thank you. The evil S word, you mean shave? Yeah, I know. I feel ya. Oh, the 2 pixel nose in my camera. Well then. I can attest for the fact that it's way more than 2 pixels in person. A pretty dope looking Square Enix game called Project Athia. Does it hurt you when I use that word? Nee? I haven't watched that movie in so long. I think I actually have it. Maybe I should watch it again. Explanation, please? I mean, you know Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The knights that say knee. I don't think it was a direct quote. I haven't seen that that movie in a long time. They showed gameplay for Ghostwire. That's nice. But From Software, please. I need that. We are no longer the knights who say knee. Heki 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 pating! I still remember that part. Shouldn't zoom boing. Okay, I forgot that part. It's been so long. Also, unpopular opinion. My favorite Monty Python movie is The Meaning of Life. Why? Because I love it. I love everything about it. Sell everything that Headshot has. That's easy to remember. Also, I can move this around, right? And it will show up first. Why? What's happened? What's happened, Headshot? Lay it on me. Oh, I thought you meant something. You meant something in the Sony press conference that required so much money of you that stripped you naked. Dude, you are naked. You've been naked this entire time, since like level 7. So I just had to sell everything that you carried, because you weren't wearing anything of that. I mean, look at you. You're basically wearing a tracksuit. You don't need armor. Gets in the ways of your huge muscles. Flame sword and coral sword is what I want to sell. Not buy. A Russian Dorito? I'm at a loss. Because you're a triangle but upside down. Oh man. The only armor I need is my massive thighs. I always have to think about the epic rap battle of history with Leonidas against Master Chief, where Leonidas is like, I don't need firepower when I'm rocking these guns. That's basically you, Headshot. You don't need weapons with your massive biceps. Now, where did I get the level 5 spells? Was it Melmond? Pretty much has to be. Because now I can finally use Exit and Warp. God damn it, after so long. Napoleon versus Napoleon. Yeah, that's a great one too. I feel it's underappreciated. My favorite one is the movie director one. Because I'm a huge movie nerd. And I really liked especially the Stanley Kubrick verse. Hitman is going semi-sci-fi. I mean, I haven't played a Hitman game since the first one, so maybe I'm missing something. Oh, Warp, there it is. Come here, baby. Come to Papa. Yes. What level 6 spell do I need? And for Coma, I need soft, yeah. I do like stealth games in general as well. But I don't actually play a lot of them. Okay, now let's go to the water town and see how that goes. I have no idea. This is the part of the game that I know the least about. I basically stumbled into the breathing underwater ability with the fairy. I vaguely recalled that. Like here, where the fuck am I supposed to land? I guess here. Oh, it's saber teeth and a tiger. The class change really changed. Basically, changed Sammy from being the weakest character in our group to being the strongest character in our group. Now, worst case scenario with the Sony conference is no Demon Souls remake, no Bloodborne PC port, Elden Ring PS5 exclusive. Then I will personally defecate on Mr. Sony's chest? That's weird. Don't say that. I'm going to ban myself. Mods, please ban me. If I ever open my mouth again. Oh, right, they revealed it at an Xbox event. True. Now watch it be Xbox, whatever the next Xbox is called, Xbox X exclusive. I don't anticipate that, but a part of me, I don't think it's completely off the table that Microsoft just threw so much money at From Software that it could be an Xbox exclusive. I don't think it will be. But I don't rule it out completely. I give it like a 5% chance. Let's see, Watertown. I'm actually really decked out on like healed stuff and consumables. Guys, it's so nice to have legs. Have you found Oxyale? Yes, I have, actually. Until 200 years ago, the mermaids lived in the shrine. Then, in fire and smoke, it sank. The mermaids? She ain't wrong. Yes, she isn't. Whoops. Underhill, the Carolyn Master, had something very strange. Avast, ye landlubbers! Stay out of me way! Cope says he saw a shining object fall. I don't know who Cope is. this town used to be prosperous 200 years ago. Well, isn't that a dang diddly shame? You have legs! Yeah, it's nice to have legs. I mean, I can't say for sure if she has legs. Why is this town so leg obsessed? Oh, Saber and Blind. I think both of those spells don't work. Saber definitely doesn't. Oh. I need this. Even though I can't cast it yet. Yeah, anti-rub. I definitely need that one. Excuse me? Is that a dragon? Well, well. I see you have been honored. Okay. Fables say that when the shrine sank, many treasures were lost. Also, they tell of a cryptic stone plate. My brother, Dr. Un, has studied Lefanish, the language of the Sky Warrior. What? If he had the slab, he could teach it. I guarantee you, somewhere in this world, there's like a legendary burger joint. Or a legendary, like, steak joint. Where the biggest thing you can order is called the slab. In all caps. My name is Cope. I saw it north, near the waterfall. Believe me, I think it was a robot. Could you leave? Not in that direction. Thank you. Until 200 years ago, the power of water brought us good fortune. And now look at this shit. Or yes, you have Oxy Ale. A moment's wait, please help them. There's probably at least one place like within 20 miles. Yeah, probably. So this is the water dungeon. But I think I need to go to the waterfall first. I could be wrong about that. Oh, Demon Souls? Googling meat slab. Tasty. I love this song, by the way. This dungeon song is my favorite. Remake? Okay, I somewhat anticipated a remaster, but a remake? That would be amazing. Ow. It's a remake by Bluepoint. Like the Shadow of the Colossus remake. There is a Shadow of the Colossus remake. I thought that was a remaster as well. Yeah, I thought that was a remaster, not a remake. Huh. It's because it was PlayStation exclusive. I didn't bother looking at it in depth because I don't have a PlayStation. It's technically a remake. Okay, I didn't know that. The few scenes that I saw from the Shadow of the Colossus, well, I guess remake, was sea troll and lobsters. Looked to me at least just like how do you say it? Like an HD upscaling. Oh my god, the damage. Oh yeah, that is actually an important information. If it's PlayStation exclusive. No release date, but no exclusive for PS5 either. So I'm still having hope. I really want to replay Demon's Souls. And a PC remake would be the easiest way for me to do that. I only played through Demon's Souls in its entirety once. And I think I started another playthrough twice and got like halfway through. Wait, that's where it just was. I think this is so too, Headshot. Yeah, I know. With Sony, I can never tell. Microsoft would slap exclusive, Xbox exclusive on that at least like 7 times in a trailer, just to make sure that everyone knew. I mean, the Zeus Gauntlet is just amazing for this dungeon alone. Oh wow, still alive, huh? Whoops, I think I just threw my knife. Anyway, he's dead, okay. Twitter has anything to go by, it will be PS5 exclusive. Oh man. Why? I will definitely check it out after the stream, but if it's PS5 exclusive, it's basically out of the question for me. Not that I will never get a PS5, but it's really not one of my priorities. Yeah, maybe if there was like a killer app, like if Elden Ring was PS5 exclusive, then I would probably do that, but only still after the price has gone down. I mean, I still haven't bought a Switch, and I really want. I want a Switch way more than I want a PS5, and it's been out for a few years now, and I still haven't gotten one. A console is just a high investment that's not at the top of my list right now. So every time a game that I want to play is announced as console exclusive, I am somewhat disappointed. Of course, the lobsters can poison. Everything in this game can poison. Yeah, exactly. Do you think consoles is the only thing that I want to waste my money on? Economy. Do I look like I have the money to buy a new console? I'm streaming a game from 3 years before I was born. Yeah, and I think they will be closed for a while. But that just means more savings, and that either means bigger or more tattoos. I really want to get more tattoos as well. I only have one. But I mean, tattoos are so expensive. Oh, neat. I can't actually be mad because I don't remember if I was at that chest yet. Maybe I have been to that chest. Or maybe it's just a troll chest again. Oh, nice level up. Oh, he broke 300 HP. Nice. Yeah, exactly. It's just too many variables to really to be really looking forward to a game for a console that I don't know I own in like a year or so. Ghosts? What are you doing here? This is not where you belong. I don't think you can. I think only mods can. But maybe if you post a link, I can see it still. You'll have to test it out. I don't actually know. I know you won't get banned for posting a link. Holy shit, Sammy got rectified. While I wasn't looking. Yeah, no, I can't see it either. Sometimes when things are written in the chat that are not seen by everyone else, I can still see them. But I guess not for links. Nothing in there. Horizon 2, I haven't even played Horizon 1 because guess what? It was PS4 exclusive. Oops. Horizon is coming to PC and I will be playing it. It's definitely one of the games on my to-play list. Do you think that now that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC, that the Monster Hunter World Horizon things will also come to PC? I mean, why not, right? That would be dope. The bow is so good. It's a shame we can't use it. Oh, is it a bow gun? I thought it was a bow. Oh, the bow gun is the new thing from Iceborne, right? Game crossovers are dumb. Somewhat, yeah. And I also don't really care. Oh, the mage staff. I don't even know what that does. 1539. 1734. I think there is one glaring exception to that though, and that is Behemoth. I really like Don't you guys think that maybe like 6 were enough? Do you have to put 9 of these fuckers in one space? I really like the Behemoth fight. I didn't care for pretty much everything else. At least in Monster Hunter. I never cared for the armor sets that make your entire character look different, like the Geralt, the Witcher thing. Yeah, basically. Oh, those are elementals. I was like, what is this? Am I just fighting literal water? Does the mage staff do anything? Punch that water! Oh, it has an AE effect, but it's way worse than the Zeus Gauntlet. I agree with this, Vulture. I just really like the Behemoth fight, that I can put the lore implications of that behind. But also Monster Hunter World is a game where I suspend my disbelief a lot, more than in a lot of other games. So I don't mind as much. If I were a big Witcher fan, which I think I would be if I actually played the games, it would probably piss me more off that there's Witcher stuff in Monster Hunter than as a Monster Hunter fan. She barely got any HP. Oh my god, why? Also, she didn't get any spell slots yet. Maybe she only gets them after like a certain amount of level ups? Or can the ninja in the original version not cast black magic? But I think he always could do that. I'm also super lost. Nice one, guys. Really stuck it to me there. Freaking 20 gold in the chest. That is somehow more insulting than if it were just empty. Just give me an empty chest. Don't give me even the little bit. PS5 digital. That's probably one without... Did they specify? Is it just one without a disk drive? Or is it one where you stream the games? Because that would wildly differentiate how I would view that decision. It's without an optical drive. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I want to go back down again. To see if that's where the mermaids are. Well, now you need to get it. It ties the room so much more together now. Did it come from here? No, where the fuck am I? Hello? 4162? You can't even wear it, okay. It has a USB-C, well, freaking finally. On the one hand, I really like that USB-C is taking over. On the other hand, I still like my... I still like showing everyone my micro... Is it micro? Yeah, my micro USB cable that you can plug in both ways. Because everyone is is amazed by it. Yeah. I mean, I did continue the sentence after you could think your part. I have no idea where the fuck I am. Get out of my way, shark. I've no time for you. I mean, I could use warp. That's basically what it's for. But no. Oh, this is the staircase, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Via Zata? I don't think that will happen. But probably maybe it supports USB drives. But maybe it will also use some freakish new disk like disk writing. I mean, it would be nice if consoles had like the usual PC motherboard ports. That would be kind of wicked. Let's see what's down here. I have no idea which one is the right way to go. I also only really want to explore some of this dungeon. I don't want to finish it tonight. I won't go much longer. I'm already very tired. And we've done a lot of things. I didn't even think we would make it to this part. I thought we would have way more troubles in the Castle of Ordeals. But now look at us, all grown up. God damn it. So this is just a regular encounter now, huh? Alright. So far, this dungeon isn't as bad as the last two. Especially the ice cavern was. Albeit short, was so annoying. Oh, this isn't even something to go into. Okay, then. Fuck me, I guess. I think there is a ribbon in here, and I really don't want to miss it. I mean, the ninja in the battle menu, in the battle screen looks okay. But on the overworld, he looks a little bit too much like he's wearing a onesie. Oh my god. Why? The damage. Oh! Okay, ghosts are definitely scary. I don't know why they do insane amount of damage. Oh my god, that was a crit. Ghosts are definitely not what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking massive melee damage. Okay, yeah, fuck this. Let's get the fuck out of here. Because we can! Oh my god, the exit spell is so amazing. And then let's resurrect everyone. and put them in the appropriate places. Oops. Okay. Well, we got a little bit of the water dungeon done, and we definitely got a lot in the game done. We killed Carly, we got the class change, we got the airship, we got actually so much done. Now the water dungeon isn't that bad if I remember correctly, so that won't take that long. And then we have the long-ass air dungeon. And then only the last dungeon. I think maybe 2 more streams would be my guess. Next time water dungeon and air dungeons, flying fortress, and stream after that we do the Temple of Chaos. Let me save in the emulator. Yeah, this is where I will cut it for today. I'm already somewhat tired, and we got a lot done. I'm looking forward to Headshot. I don't know if I will start Final Fantasy II. I don't think I will start Final Fantasy II immediately after finishing 1. I want to play something in between. For my own sake and for my audience sake, I don't want to overload my streaming schedule with 30-year-old NES RPGs. Even though I kinda want to. No, but we'll find something else. But on Sunday, oh my god, I'm so looking forward to this. Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke is coming on Sunday. No randomizer. I thought about randomizing, but then I wouldn't have played Silver because I haven't played Silver in so long. I really need to get a consistent experience for my first ever Nuzlocke. But yeah, pretty standard rules. You can look forward to that. I will use the duplicate clause though, meaning that if I encounter a Pokemon that I already own or already caught, or an evolution or devolution of a Pokemon that I already caught, then that doesn't count. I think that just makes for more variety. And I don't think it makes it that harder. That easier, I mean. Yeah, but thank you all so much for watching Final Fantasy. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. I appreciate all of your time. Take good care, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your masks, and yeah, let's kill this.